Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a review for you today of the Rotolight Neo 2. And I actually got this unit probably about 3 months ago. I brought a camera, a Sony a7R III, and it came together with the camera as like a deal. So I didn't necessarily choose it, but I have found that I've used it since I got it. So overall, I really like this unit and would definitely recommend buying it. It does have one little drawback, which I'll show you in just a moment, but that's really very small. Overall, it's a great, well-made and easy to use unit. So let's have a look first at the back. And it's just got 2 buttons, which you can push. And they also rotate, so they double up as dials as well. To turn it on, you just power it up there. And it's on 0 power now, I think. So that's full power, that's 0 power. And here's the issue I was talking about, which is just that basically if you go to 1, this is 1% power now, and that's 0% power. So you can see it really suddenly goes quite high when you go to 1% power. It might be that I'm getting this wrong, maybe I haven't set it up correctly. So if you do know a way you can get around that, I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know how to do that myself. That dial there just does the power, and this dial on the right, I'll just put it to 20% so it doesn't blind you, hopefully. This dial here does the color temperature, and it goes, that's 6,300, so it's a very bluish tinge, similar to daylight, so you could balance it out with daylight, for example, or with overcast conditions. And then I'll just put it to the warmer temperature now, and you can see that makes quite a difference. Incidentally, I'm shooting this video on a 1.4 lens, so this is going to look super bright on the video. It is quite a bright light, but it's not as bright as it looks in this demo, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, so it's really useful to have the color temperature as well that you can change. I actually utilized that in a shoot I was doing, and there was very sort of yellowy LED lights in the room, and I wanted to balance this out, and it was super quick to do. Another thing I really like about it is that it's no noise whatsoever, and so another shoot I was using it on was actually in a sound studio, and there were a sound booth, I should say, within a sound studio, and I was literally photographing within the sound booth, 1.5 meters away from the interviewer and the interviewee, and so I couldn't make any noise whatsoever. This is perfect for that kind of situation. It doesn't have any fan or anything, so it doesn't make any noise. You can also use this as a flash, and that's a feature that I haven't really used yet actually on a shoot, but I've tested it out and it works really well. So I'll just turn it on to demonstrate. I'll put it down to, obviously the continuous light is on now. I'll put that off. And I've got here a flash trigger, which is this is an Elinchrom flash trigger. This has a built-in Elinchrom receiver as well, but I think it will receive other flash triggers. I think you can program it to do that, as far as I'm aware. So if I press this, there you go. Took a while to connect, but I'm actually triggering the flash from this. And I think it can make something ridiculous, like I think it's 10,000 flashes before the battery runs out. And there's absolutely no recycle time between the flashes as well. So it's not like with your camera top flash, a traditional hot shoe flash, which, you know, even the good ones will take, if they're on full power, will take half a second or a second to recycle. So if, for example, you wanted to shoot a burst of photos high speed with flash in low light, this would be absolutely perfect. I'll just show you how fast you can do it. Sorry to blind you, but yeah, you really can just keep on firing, and it doesn't make any noise either. There's no pop like there is with a camera top flash, a traditional camera top flash. So great if you're in a low light situation, you just want to add a lick of flash, which I quite often do. So I think I'll definitely be using it for that purpose when I do events in future. So now I'll just show you a bit about how the unit is actually powered. At the moment I have 6 AA batteries in it, and that's the standard way of powering it. I suppose you could call it the standard. They seem to last quite a long time. It is a bit of a hassle getting so many batteries, and if you use rechargeable ones like I do, just charging them all. But they do last a long time, and you'll get a lot of hours of usage out of it. Also, you can pair it via the mains. There's a mains adapter which is included with the unit, which is pretty cool. And you can even use a video light, one of the sort of brick-like lights. I don't know the technical name for them, but you can clip one in on the back there. So there's 3 options for actually powering the unit as well. Finally, I should mention there are a host of other features which I haven't gone into because I don't really use them, but basically there's a load of effects on this as well which you can program in. You can get things like, for example, fire effect, a strobe. It will simulate a gun flash, and it can also do things like lightning. So it's very versatile, and there's a lot of different things you can use it for apart from just a standard light. It's good to have it, but it's not the sort of thing I would normally use. So that brings me to the end of the review. I would definitely recommend the Rotolight Neo 2, and I might even look to get a couple more of these and have a set of them, because they could be really useful to use together, especially with the flash as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you soon.